What's going on, everybody? This is Black Aries giving you another Overwatch gameplay commentary. Now, obviously this video is about escaping Elo Hell, but I've never experienced Elo Hell the same way other people have until recently. And like when I dropped down to gold, like literally I was at 24 something. Like I was ashamed. Like every single game was, man, I'm just about to lose again. But you gotta try. I mean, you can't sit there and you know, not get your SR up by not playing. And I'm like, okay, then I play another game, and then, hey guys, let's get, you know, Hanzo, Junkrat, and Widow all on attack. It's like, you know, just that's the stupidest thing. So here's the deal. So here's tips. I mean, this isn't like a guaranteed whatever, because this does still, you know, revolve around how you play and how, you know, your team responds to your play and things like that. But these are some tips that have worked for me to get me back out of gold, out of Elo, whatever, out of Elo Hell. So you guys know that I'm Diamond. I get ranked around like 2,700, which I feel is about where I'm supposed to be, 27, 28, 29. I am not always a Diamond player. That's like my highest reaching kind of thing. So I can admit that to myself. I'm not always a Diamond player. I usually should be around that 28 range, right? So I got ranked to 27, but I dropped really, really far. Now, how do you get, there's a few things you gotta realize. You gotta think about these things before you go into games at the level that you don't want to be. If you feel like you're at a level that you're not comfortable with, that you feel like you're better than, you have to realize certain things about your level. For example, when I started dropping down SR, I was at 3,000. I was at Diamond. I was doing good. Whatever. When I started dropping down at SR, I was playing with people who were at the SR that I was at that time, which you're like, okay, Aries, duh. So I was like, no, I'm used to playing with Diamonds. I'm used to people having a certain level of understanding about the game. And as you go down, you gotta realize people aren't gonna have that same understanding, right? So when you get down, no offense to you Platinum players, when you get down to 2,500 compared to, you know, 31, there's certain things that they don't do as well. For example, healing, right? You can talk about healing, oh, we have 2 healers, we're good. It's like, well, if they don't know how to prioritize their healing, if they don't know how to, you know, heal in the right time, sometimes you gotta let somebody else go if you want to save most of the team. So things like that. You have a Mercy dive to the front line to save a Genji when, no, don't do that. Like, no offense to the Genji. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Genji. I'm just saying, as a Mercy, you can't dive to their back line to save one person, because, you know, you're dedicated healer. Certain things you gotta do, things you gotta know. So that's one thing. That's just an example. So how to get rid of these kind of teammates? Well, the way to go into every single game, and once again, if you feel like you're at a level that you're not supposed to be at, you have to go in believing and absolutely ingrained to your mind that all your teammates are trash. Now, don't be mean to them. That's not what I'm saying. But you have to go in assuming all your teammates are bad, like booty, like real just garbage. You have to go there. And so when they do things that actually decent teammates would do, you're pleasantly surprised. Instead of expecting them to do certain things that you see in an Elo that you used to be, or to feel like, oh, well, if you guys were good, you know, you guys would be doing this, or things like that. Like, you can't expect anything from these guys. You know what I'm saying? So when they do things, and when they help you out, or when they save the team, or when they have awesome plays, you're like, oh snap, cool. But you're relying on you more of yourself than these teammates. That's one thing. I guess the best way to describe it is like you're a parent, and you're playing with children who are competent but not great, so they still need guidance. You know what I'm saying? They still need guidance. And so moving on to my second point, the best way to guide them is to have the core of the team in your party chat. Now, I don't know if you play solo, if you don't, whatever, but so if you're a solo player, if you're whatever, you have to be somebody who other people cannot win without. For example, when I play, I don't play 6-mans anymore. I play either 5-mans or 4-mans or 3-mans or something around there, right? You have to have the core of the team within your group. For example, if you have a Reinhardt in your group, I've been going Orisa and Zarya a lot lately, and we'll have our 2 healers in our group. We'll have 1 healer, 1 DPS, whatever. The core of the group is right here, right? If you don't play with us, you lose. You know what I'm saying? The highest likeliness of you to win is to play with us. You can be a DPS all you want. You can go and, you know, you can be Pharah, you can be Soldier, Genji, all those other people. But if you don't play with us, you don't get heals. We don't move the payload. We don't capture that point as one team. You see what I'm saying? You have to force them to play your brand of Overwatch. Now, this only works if you're as good as you think you are. So, if you're actually at a level that you're supposed to be at, but you just really, really kind of feel like you're supposed to be higher, this probably isn't going to work as well. But if you're at a higher level, and you just drop down, and you're supposed to be at a higher level, this works, because you're playing at a higher level within your group, so they have to conform to the way you play. They can still play the people they want to play. That's the one thing about this, is like, you can't be rude about it. You can't be over the top like, you guys suck, so let me do the, oh, hang on. If they pick Hanzo, and then they pick Tracer, right? These are very skill-based characters. If you're not getting those picks, if you're not getting, if you're not hitting their backline hard enough, if you're not killing their healers fast enough as Tracer, these characters don't work out. Here's the trick, though. Instead of bashing on them for picking those characters, make a team that, once again, that's why having an Overwatch pool is so necessary, right? If you have to play a healer, you got to play a healer. If you can't run into this saying, "Oh, I'm really good at something," whatever. No, because you're looking at it like those other 2-3 people, they're most likely going to pick DPS. So you have to make a team that enables them to do well, right? So, for example, if I have a McCree on my team and a soldier, right? We don't have much people to be diving on backlines and doing all that kind of crazy stuff. We don't really have that. So what should we run? So what we probably should run is a Reinhardt and maybe a D.Va. Reinhardt maybe a Winston. Somebody who can initiate the fight and they clean up after it. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about working together while also kind of leading the group. You see what I'm saying? So but the best part about having the core with you is that those stupid things that happen with certain, like with Reinhardt's or with Zarya's, don't happen anymore. So I like to play Zarya. You guys should know that. Zarya's probably my main. And I like to run with a Reinhardt if I'm Zarya, right? How many times have you had this problem where you'll see Reinhardt just completely just dive in for no reason? Because he's solo queuing. He's not in your group. He's not in your party. He's just solo queuing. He just dives in, pins nobody, dies, and you have to wait for him to get back. Right? Or say you're a DPS. Oh, this is I'm cringing right now. Where you have a Zarya who's had Graviton Surge for 5 minutes but never uses it. Who never uses it. You'll say that's the most annoying part, because, like, girl, just use the thing. It's like a guaranteed 2 to 3 kills. Just use it. We have like 3 or 4. We got Pharah's ult. We got Tracer's ult. We got Hanzo's ult. Somebody just use the. You know what I'm saying? When you have the core of the team, you guys are dictating how your fights go on your end. Your tanks, if you have Reinhardt, if you have a Zarya, if you got your 2 healers, you all are dictating how the fights are going to go. You have to enable your DPS to do well. You have to enable them and, help them do well, but you are dictating how things go. And if you guys are better than the opposition, look at this random, this was the most, I was so mad about that Graviton Surge. That was the most booty Graviton Surge. But here's the thing, though. She auto-picked, the person auto-picked Zarya, so I couldn't take it away from her. I wanted to play Zarya this round. I couldn't take it away from her, so I decided to play healer. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to be versatile, and if your teammates suck, then that's when you take that position away from them. Then that's when you take away their DPS role. That's when you start going DPS and force them to do something else. But what you really want to do, if you want to rank up, you have to look at what you can do and how much can you cover over a certain round. If I'm Zarya, I can do a lot of damage. I know I can. So I go after healers sometimes. If I have a lot of charge, I'll go straight behind them, kill that Zenyatta, and then move right back. Because I'm trying to do more than what my role is telling me to do, because I feel like I'm not supposed to be at this level. So I feel like if I can be better than the people at the level are, I'm going to go and push and do things that I'm not normally supposed to do as Zarya or Zenyatta. I'll go in there, I'll 1v1 a DPS. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but I feel like I'm better than at this level than what the level's telling me. So I put it upon myself to do better. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. Please tell me if you learned something. If you want more videos like this, this is Black Aries. I'm out. Subscribe and like, all that good jazz. Peace.